Okay, guys, if you could talk us through your game and point out some of the perhaps highlights or lowlights, as it may be, depending on which. First of all, Luke, G3, talk us through it quickly. What's that all about?
Well, I did it the other day, so kind of same thing goes.
Okay, excellent.
Maybe it's not such a surprise twice, but whatever, it's a reasonable move.
Okay, anyway, we can whip through some moves. You had, of course, the English opening effectively.
It turns back into an English anyway. I guess it's all pretty normal.
Is there a particular reason why previously when you faced Magnus you had more of a closed position, but here you went for D5, or was it just a matter of taste, or how you felt today? Or?
Well, I lost to Magnus in a closed position, so why would I want to play another
closed
position?
Have one of those again. Okay.
No point to losing two games against the English.
Hey, are you saying the English aren't much good?
Maybe. Okay.
Okay.
Guess this is all pretty normal. I looked at this. I guess this is the first position that I was unfamiliar with. I think knight A4 instead of knight C4 has been played quite a few times, but maybe this has been played too, but I wasn't very familiar with it.
Knight C4 looks very natural to me. I mean.
So the point being, if black takes, white's going to get an ice bind on a D5 square, exactly. And the half-open B4 will compensate for the isolated pawns. Yeah.
I think more than compensate. I mean, I thought that if he took, I'd be doing very well.
Yeah, I would agree. That's why, bishop e6 seems very principled. Yeah. I guess this is probably another critical position in the game, I think. Yeah. I think I overlooked a4 in this position. I saw bishop c1, but I was kind of concerned that if you'd played a4 here, I wasn't quite sure what I was supposed to do exactly, because in the game you ended up going a4 anyway, but you lost a bunch of tempi with bishop c1 and bishop d2. And I wasn't quite so sure what I would have done here.
But if you just play something like rook c8, maybe?
Right, rook c8, and now I thought just knight b5.
If you plant a bishop on b4, I'm not sure that I can ever really be better.
I was just a little bit concerned that maybe after bishop b4, maybe I wasn't sure. I thought there was some d4 or f4, one of these pawn breaks. Wasn't so clear, but it's a whole different position, of course.
But I thought bishop c1 was a good move, but I think I followed it up badly. Bishop c1, rook c8. The move I wanted to play, which I gather you were looking at here, was queen a4.
Right. Yeah. Queen.
So I was thinking about this for like a quarter of an hour or something like that. And you can play knight d4 here.
Okay. I wasn't going to play knight d4 actually, but
what were you going to play?
I was actually going to play rook e7 here.
Wow.
I wasn't quite sure.
Well, I would certainly play queen a4 if I knew you were going to do that.
Still not quite so sure though.
Right. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not clearly wonderful for white, but yeah. No, the reason is that I was looking at this position with queen a4, knight d4, and then if I take here, queen d6, and I had the feeling that this must be good for white somehow because I'm attacking this rook, and this rook's hanging if you take on c3. But I somehow couldn't exactly see how to follow it up. So I could play e3 here, and then maybe bishop d7 is possible. Something like this. Queen takes a5 is possible, but I just had a very bad feeling because somehow all my pieces are. My bishop is a bit stupid on b7 now. It's kind of going to run into a pin or something. And so I was thinking, I thought this must be good for me somehow. But then I saw that I could play rook e1, which covers e2 and prevents. So in this position, it's very important that e2 is loose because if I just do something normal like this, then I end up lost. And so after a little while thinking about these things, I thought, I go rook e1. And I didn't see a useful move for black. I thought, for example, if you play something like rook c7, then I can kind of gain a tempo and, I seem to be doing things on the queen side. So I just thought rook e1 is a nice solution to the problem. But then I hadn't thought about it long enough to realize that you were going to go b6.
Right. I think, at this point, I think already It's probably equal. I don't know. Maybe I'm even better here, possibly.
Yeah,
But
I wasn't happy after. I couldn't see a good way to continue. So
yeah.
I mean,
For what it's worth, Victor was very keen on Queen A4.
Victor was, yeah. I did feel it was the right move, but I thought Rook E1 was keeping all the trumps, but it just doesn't. Yeah.
All right. So okay. I mean, I think the problem is you don't have much time here, though. So it's sort of it's a very difficult position because it looks like White is much better, and then suddenly I don't think White has anything here.
Yeah.
So okay. I mean, Bishop D2, Rook D8. Right now you played A4, so basically you end up in a position where White's wasted these tempi with Bishop C1 and Bishop D2 as opposed to having the Bishop on B2 like it could have been at the start. I don't know. That makes a big difference.
Great. Now I realised here, when I played Bishop D2 and A4, that I was, trying to defend the position. My mindset had changed by now. So.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. I mean this. I'm not really sure what you could have done differently. It seems like.
Yeah. It's just a bad position, to be honest. It's somehow worse than it should be. I thought. I mean, I thought that, I thought I should be okay somehow, but maybe I'm not.
It's just. Okay, do you want to kind of try and explain why this is a bit better for black?
Okay, fair enough. My pieces are just not very good. Both the black bishops are really control. I mean, all the important squares are on the queen side, and black is controlling more of them than I am. I think that's what it comes down to. The queen on A6 is maybe dubiously placed, but it's the only piece black's got that's not well placed. Whereas my pieces, I mean, my rook is on E1 is well.
Yeah, if that queen were on E7, for example, then it might be better. But okay, with the queen on A6, that does give you something to,
Yeah.
I mean, at the same
you
time,
can try and wrinkle. You can try and wriggle because of that. It's not so simple.
And I have a better structure to fall back on as well. So
as long as you don't lose A4.
As long as, yeah, exactly. So no, my position. I mean, I thought my position, although I didn't like it, I thought that if I play carefully, it should be tenable. But I mean, it's difficult to play carefully, even in a bad position. It's still difficult.
Right. I mean, yeah. Somehow it just gets worse and worse with every move as Luke got lower and lower on time. I mean, I think already here it's quite bad.
Yeah. Rook C1 I think was a good idea though, because I was thinking about Queen D2 and then B5 comes. Queen D2, B5,
Right,
and
exactly.
just this A pawn is going to be very quick as soon as we exchange these pawns. I was thinking about something like Rook C1 takes
and take on
Queen
A4.
take on A4. I looked at some line like Queen
Rook
C7,
C8.
Rook C8, Rook B8, and now I'm threatening Queen D8 check with mate, but black just takes here and comes back here, and this pawn's just really quick. So I thought that looked pretty grim. So I think Rook C1 is a decent decision.
Right.
And then Queen C8 I thought was correct as well.
Right. No, I don't know about Queen A1 here. It seems like it goes downhill very quickly.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what else there really is to
Yeah.
do. So. Okay. Right, and I mean, I think at this point I'm probably close to winning already.
Yeah.
Just because that weakness on A4 and any of these end games I should be much better as long as I don't lose B6. So.
Maybe I should have played Rook B1 straight away, something like that.
For Rook B1, I think I was just going to take and play Bishop B3.
Right. Yeah, so I didn't want to lose time doing this. So if we do something like Rook B1, Rook C3, and now it's kind of a race because Black's king wants to come to B4 basically. So the queen side kind of semi-static for the time being because B6 is loose. Unless you can play B5 at some moment, but probably not because my pawn's fast as well. And now. Yeah, so I guess King F1 maybe?
And then King F8.
King F8. And I need to King E1, King E7. Maybe I play